So I've just been kind of sitting with myself, and then I started channeling a message, and I don't know who needs to hear this, but you've been on the verge of tears. You may have even gotten a couple tears out, but you haven't let yourself have that good, healthy cry. I kind of feel like the universe is going to throw a couple things at you to try to get you to cry. You need to cry. The universe needs you to cry. Your soul needs you to cry. Your physical vessel, your heart, you need to cry. You need to get it out. There is something that is just, it's weighing so heavy on you, and it is okay to cry. It is not okay to continue to bottle that up and push that down and sacrifice yourself some more for everybody else in the world to keep fucking spinning, okay? Sometimes you need to cry too. You got all the time in the world to help other people, but you're not helping yourself. You're not giving yourself the time. I need you to sit with yourself for a minute, okay? Confirmation. I have no idea what you're going through, but we're going to do a Celtic cross spread. I'm going to take a look at what's going on for you. This is the Light Seer Tarot. Are you good, my guy? What's the current energy for this? I think that was the Two of Swords. Yeah. And I just had the birds going crazy. It was one bird. That was all just one bird. Maybe two, I guess, but it really just sounded like one to me. You're not letting yourself cry. You're keeping your eyes dry. You've got a cloth. You've got your hands. You don't want to face this. You don't want to face it because it's dark. Look at how you're dressed. You're dressed in black. It means you feel like you need to protect yourself. What's the incoming energy here, please? Yeah, that needs to change. You need to bring an end to that. That dead energy has life inside of it, has potential inside of it. This is dead weight, dead energy. It's dust. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You know, I actually just got done rewatching the 100, and they have a big thing about from the ashes we shall rise. And it's very phoenix energy. There is life after this. I think a part of you is a little bit scared to release this. You can trust yourself. Do it in a healthy, controlled manner. You need to give yourself the room to do this. Six of Pentacles. Just as you would the people that you help. I'm telling you, I can feel that you help so many people, but like right now you need to help you and allow some of these people that you've helped a chance to be there for you. You need to balance your chakras. Your root and your sacral need a lot of attention right now. This is something from the pit bottom that needs to come out. This is a deep, I want to say cleansing. I'm almost willing to bet that it's been raining in your area. Maybe not hard, though, because you haven't been letting yourself rain hard. It's like the universe is trying to give you signs. It's time to let it go. For some of you, it is raining hard because it's that important that you need to let it go. Like the universe is trying to cry with you. Your ancestors are trying to cry with you. Trees talk and homes are alive. Page of Cups. Yeah. Dreamer energy. Temperance. Yeah, you've dreamt of what you're building. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even see the kitty. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? You've been patiently waiting. Ready. Ready for what's next. You know what's next. You just don't know how to get there. You don't have to go anywhere. You just have to release something from where you're at. Oh, that's why. For some of you, this is a lifelong relationship that was never going to be what you believed it to be. I feel it now. Now it makes sense. I've been there. Oh, yep. It's familial. It's been a long time coming, but your happy place is just beyond it. You know? Oh, that's why I feel it so much, because it still hurts me too. It's been some time, but yeah. It's just because we have such a big heart. You don't wish ill on these people. You just really wish that you wouldn't have looked so stupid by believing for so long, really, truly, honestly believing that people are good and they want good for you and they're there to help you. But then time after time after time, you go through things and they're nowhere to be found. And then you hit your rock bottom. It happens in your 30s. If you're not there yet, get ready. But, and when you're in the worst of your worst, something happens. It's always in the 30s. Something happens. And it's the worst. And these people are nowhere to be found. And for me, I took that as the final, I'm done. I'm not going into this third decade of my life with this same, at this point, it's a delusion. I have to be honest with myself because it's really messing with my sanity and causing problems in other relationships. That's how toxic it was, spilling over into others. I wasn't perfect in this situation, but I had changed my ways. Others, it was the same old, and it hurt like hell. I feel like you know exactly what that is. We'll touch on the past real quick, but you know what's funny about having strength, being strong? It also hurts. There's also a lot of tears. There's also a lot of scars that are still bleeding. Those of us that have been strong and stayed strong, we're tired. I feel you so strong right now, and I think it's because I'm kind of in the same place. I just haven't, I haven't allowed myself to cry either. hence it being a collective message. There's a group of us. You know what it is? It's the eclipse forcing this release. It's just so emotional. I thought everybody was in Sagittarius. Have we moved? Hold on. Let me check the planets because... or the Schumann resonance. Hold on. All right. So interesting. I paused at 10:12, and as soon as I hit play, 10:13. So maybe something on the 12th or 13th was important. Let me just... theplanetstoday.com. We have Mercury's in Scorpio still. It's going to be there for a minute, isn't it? Yeah, it doesn't... Okay. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, these are tears of anger. Venus is in Virgo. So overthinking our relationships, our... Oh my gosh. Mars is also in Scorpio, angry. Jupiter is retrograde in Taurus. That's why we have to be so strong right now. Saturn is retrograde in Pisces. Okay, so if you feel like things are quiet on the other side when you're trying to get your messages, they are. You're not losing your gifts or anything like that. Uranus is also retrograde in Taurus. Hold on, I just read that. Neptune, retrograde in Pisces. Wow. I did not read that. I read the Saturn. Pluto's in Capricorn. Oh, that makes sense. So we're working on endings and new beginnings, transformations, the things that need to change. That death card that we saw, I am not even surprised we saw it now. And it's in the sign of Capricorn. That's where the work is right now. This is clean it up season. Not even season. I feel like it's going to be crunched into just a couple of days. Chiron is also in retrograde. So this wounded soldier is standing the back up, and whatever you fight you have left, gather it. You're going to need it. But you're going to want. This isn't just a fight. This is... We're all going to die. We don't always know the when, but this would be a good how. Okay? Chiron retrograde, but in Aries, the fighter. Unbelievable. What's going on with Schumann? Also, planettoday.com. Oh, we just had a really big spike. That was overnight. This, what? Schumann's been looking kind of interesting lately. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but look at this. You see this? Look at that. And then we've got this off the charts. This one, it's so skinny, but off the charts, right? This is like a steadier pulse with a couple of decent spikes here. And then it's just like, you see how it went quiet here? How it went quiet here? Like, we're getting bursts. This isn't... Okay. That's a lot to take in. Let me just finish getting the cards out as I'm processing and merging and making sense of all of this. Because I don't want to miss anything on this one. This feels so important. Magician, Three of Wands. Or Three of Wands, Magician. I feel like that's how I first saw it, so I should put it down that way. There's that Virgo, Venus, with Aries, Scorpio. You know what it is? The soldiers that we are that just came back from battle do need to eat and clean up before we go lay down. but what you were fighting for. It's almost like we'll talk about that in the morning over coffee and breakfast. King of Cups, the Five of Wands, what you were fighting for, what this was all for. Judgment. So, oh my gosh. And the King. You didn't find it where you wanted it, but you're still going to find it. I think you are a stronger person. Not that you wanted to be, but it doesn't feel like that right now. Right now you feel not strong at all. You're protected right now. Some of you are worried about letting the monster out because you're worried about what you put out there comes back to you and you don't want to put it out there. So like, this is not that. You're not wishing bad things on these people. You still give a lot of fucks about these people. You'll never admit that out loud, and I get it, but like, this isn't that. You're not putting this on them. You just have angry that you need to get out. You need to scream. You need to cry. Beat the shit out of your pillow and then, you know, in a safe way, sage it. Before you sleep on it. Right? You need to get this out. You need to get this out in a healthy way. I don't want to see you numb yourself with the shit. It's time to let that go so that you can really actually rest and feel rested and be at peace. How did I just pick up a whole nother deck and start shuffling? Fears, worries, concerns. You're scared about change, but what if there's nothing to be scared of? That's what I just got out of that whole message. I'm gonna, yeah. Because I'm sitting there like, what just happened? And then it all made sense. Yeah. There's nothing to even fear. Let's, with the deck we were using, Light Seers Tarot, finish the spread here. That was so weird. Sorry, that took me by surprise. Fears, worries, concerns. Seven of Swords. You worried there's still more down in there, more that you missed. Look at the birds yelling. That's how we started this reading. Oh. New fear unlocked. Trauma. And all its wonderful side effects. I see. You're worried it's going to happen again. Or you're worried that somehow you'll let these people back in. That's a healthy fear. I'll bring the other deck into it since it wants to be involved, and I'll clarify that a little bit and see if there's actually anything to worry about that, and if so, what to do. And we'll extend on that. Let me not let my ADHD get the not let my ADHD get the best of me. How is the universe viewing this? Queen of Pentacles. She kind of came out in a weird way. It's because you feel off right now. You're not really sure where you are. And the universe is recognizing that. The universe recognizes that you know your worth and your value. You're just questioning the stability and the foundations that you've built, you know, these relationships and what they really bring to the table, if they're actually there for you. You know that you're there for them, and maybe not every single time, but you've got a hell of a lot better turnover rate than they do. So it's just... It's also, there's a lot of integrity here. Where's the integrity? Where's the line? Yeah, I keep wanting to say these people. There are multiple people out here, so I don't think it's just one person, but can feel what you're feeling, and it does feel like they would come for you. If you let them back in, it would just be allowing yourself to get hurt. It's a trap. It's like they want you to stand in front of the bullseye so they can actually aim at your face. See, that's what I mean. And you still don't wish harm on these people. Like, if you were to find out something happened, you'd feel guilty about asking about them and if they're okay and stuff, but like at the same time, you care. And they just don't have the same respect for you. And that's really hard to hear sometimes. Sometimes people don't love us because they don't want to. Sometimes people don't love us because they don't really love themselves. And we bring that out in them and in the situations. Sometimes it's hard to be in friend groups with, you know, toxic people, because then you jeopardize the group. But at the same time, you're not actually the one jeopardizing it. You're just the one that's about to say it out loud. But at the same time, when they can't speak up for themselves, you're right there speaking it for them, standing up for them. And then where are they when you go through something and you need somebody to help you? Stand up for you. Say the words that you can't find because you are going through things and you just need somebody there to help you. The goal, Queen of Wands. I get that there are situations where there's really nothing that you can say. Then don't say. Be there. Sometimes just being there. Placing an order for DoorDash and delivering it to their house. I had somebody send me soup one time. Soup. You know how hard I cried over that motherfucking soup? It meant everything to me. I was so grateful. I cried so hard that I could barely eat it. You know? But I did. And I loved it. And it was delicious. And sometimes you don't have to talk about it. Like, there's other things that you can do to be there for somebody. All that, be there for people that you do. I think that, I know it's confusing in the process, but shortly afterwards, you realize you've got all this time, all this energy, all this stuff. What are you going to do with your life now? You know, what are we doing today now? What are we doing? And you're now putting all of that into you instead of everybody else. You are filling your own cup. I'm hearing, and it shows. There's somebody that wants you to know it shows. I know it doesn't seem like it, but people notice a difference in you. And it's beautiful. You're admired by some people that you'll never know. Sorry. She got me to do that. That's so funny. So this is an ancestor, and they really just want you to laugh. They want you to smile. They want you to be happy. And they miss you. This is someone you knew. I really want to say grandma. It feels like maybe that's not what she wanted to be called, but it's that grandmother type of love, that unconditional love. Ten of Wands, Two of Pentacles. I know, it's so heavy. But you don't have to carry all this weight. You've been thinking about it. You've been feeling it. You've been picking up on the signs. You need to send this weight packing. You deserve so much better. You deserve to smile and be happy. You deserve good people in your life, and good people are coming in. I'm hearing you don't even have to meet most of them halfway. Most of them are naturally going to find you. This is going to be natural. This is going to be organic. This isn't going to be you have to go download dating apps or whatever, find friend apps. I don't even know if that's a thing. Probably. But what an emotional reading. Oh, yes. We were going to chime in on that. Matter of fact, I can tell you right now, nothing's going to get past you again. Because literally the Seven of Swords is the card, the energy of sneaky. So if somebody was sneaky and going to get past you, and I'm reading your energy and feeling it as strong as I am, like we are the same. So I'm telling you, just me seeing it right now, caught it, that's the reading. If something tries to get past you, you're going to catch it right away. Before you get started on the next phase, on the next step, on the next whatever, you're going to know. Your spidey senses is going to go off. Do not trust this, that, someone, right? There's a lot of angry tears. That's why I feel like some of you need to scream. Some of you need to beat the shit out of your pillow. I want you to show that pillow who is the boss. Who is your maker? Well, you may not have made the pillow, but you get my point. And then I want you to sage it a lot. And then I want you to enjoy what the sage does as it pushes all that negative energy and forcing the positive to come out. Empty the tank. It is so time, you guys. There is something in you. It needs to just give it to God. My guy. Because you keeping it bottled up. Click, click, boom. I'm telling you, you don't want to do it. You don't want that. Nobody wants that. Rebuke it. Yeah, nothing's going to get past you now. Nine of Cups, very happy with the change. You learned the lesson. You've closed the door on that. You can't just close the door on a relationship. You have to understand it. You have to really make peace with it. You have to really own your shit. And you have to really put yourself in somebody else's shoes and try to make sense of it as much as you can. And that does require you being brutally honest about yourself. You have to step out of your feelings and emotions to do that. Feelings and emotions are the same thing. You got to step out of your head and your heart to be able to do that. King of Pentacles. Yeah, there are people that see you and that are meeting you in the physical. Loyal. 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 At the bottom of the deck, what you might not see right now. Underneath it all. Loyal. I know you're tired. You're tired because you are trying to continue shaking the 2-liter knowing that it's about to blow. Suddenly you're asking for it back. Could you tell me where'd you get the nerve? You could say you miss all that we had, but I don't really care how bad it hurts when you broke me first. You're not gonna let them back in because you learned the lesson. I know you like that. When shit don't go your way, you needed me to fix it. And like me, I did. And I don't know reasons. Yeah. Accepting the decisions you made. Because you had to make a decision. And it happened for a reason. A whole bunch of things led up to this. And there were plenty of things that all kinds of different people could have done differently to get a different outcome, but that's just not what happened at the end of the day. So, I mean, you could waste time thinking about all the other outcomes there, but it's really kind of just no point when you already have so much other stuff that you need to work through that you should be focusing on and making sense of and learning the lesson and accepting that what happened, you know. It's funny because I say it all the time, but I've heard from a bunch of people that, you know, I guess don't mess with somebody that says it is what it is, because you know they've been through some stuff and they really don't think twice about cutting people, places out of their life. These are the people that will look for another job. They don't just say they're going to put in another job and they can't take working here anymore, and no, they actually do it. And the ones that don't do it, but the universe still has their back, they get fired somehow. They get forced out of there. It's a little more uncomfortable that way, but that's what happens when you fight what is inevitable. And that really all has to do with you and your higher self, your subconscious. That's a story for another time. I've already kept you guys long enough. 33:45 on the timer. A little interesting. Yeah, I'm hearing what's done is done. You just can't go back to the way that it was. All you can really do now is accept it, come to terms with it, you know, be honest with yourself, see it for what it is. What could you have done differently? Just kind of focus on that, especially if these people aren't coming back in your life. There's no point in running conversations that aren't going to happen in your head. There's no point in wishing that they would have done this and that or whatever else differently, and how could they, and don't do that to yourself, okay? It's not what you need to focus on. What could you have maybe done differently? Or simply, better yet, what are you going to do differently moving forward? Yeah, look at that. Clear out the clutter. so that you can make some dreams come true. Are the rumors true? Is Disney really retiring? I need to know. Also, have you heard about what's going on in Congo? Or the fact that the US is under attack and no one's talking about it? At least the United States isn't talking about it. Other countries are. That's their breaking news. Owl Spirit, you see clearly now. You're in the know. 43, which is a 7. I didn't even look at the numbers in this reading. 7s are overcoming obstacles. It's divine intervention. Like my coffee. Morning potion. It's a wonderful thing. Did you know that pumpkin spice, the top 3 ingredients are protection herbs? Now you do. Lizard Spirit, dream the world into being. 38, which is an 11. I don't want you to just close this door. I want you to slam that motherfucker so hard that it damn near comes off the wall. Bust the hinges right off the wall. I'm just playing. But there is a lot of angry, okay? There is a lot of angry here, and we do need to address that. Don't go slamming doors again. Don't do that. I don't need people coming back. But Jessica, you said no. Jessica's being funny. You have something brand new waiting for you. This purge, this cry, this release. Bringing us back to Phoenix energy. A rebirth is assured. And 5s are changes. If you just allow yourself to fully let go. It could be physical things that you're still holding on to. But it really just feels emotional. Tears, screaming, beat the crap out your pillow. Sage the area when you're done, though. I can feel it. I'm tired. I'm so ready for a nap right now. It is so heavy, that weight you're carrying. Enough's enough. You are way too good for this. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Weird. Until then, stay beautiful.